Prophet Nigel Gaizie or
hey, na me be catch you. Na no da making kind na you social media. Sa so obi anu na obi di o se de nti sa coach no so mo hwe ni me say
obi anu
as obi ehu no obi kika. If there was any counter from these people like this guy as a year can say terrorist.
It's
Mama risky such a revered person. Mama risking the life because a property of the state.
In the minerals development fund, it's a critical position because the budget are control to do development projects.
Abuzafo ye mo bibia kwaba na ye mfa mbra TV and platform we eso ensem de ebi wo ho pa na ensem ben e na e wo ho. Saying over the week, ye who video be an security a ye Mame Hannah Bissiw. Ye who say a year or no ye see why things a minerals commission a BBC stand to be corrected. Mammy ye who so walk galem say saita. Now arrested some a year where a citizen arrest. Some Chinese be or more a year galem say saita be an hour more o pretty our chomo. Na Obi Osei Bonsu awa Sempa FM oni yewura Omanhene Asante a comment afa ho anyo no nko kan sem bebre afen nso Nigel Gaizie enso esu kakra adenya amise didije bi ekoso we na Obi eni Omanhene Asante eno mo review ye abusafo ensem ne doso na mepese be koni akuti sema Obi eni Omanhene Asante omde etu dwa fasa nsemwe eho na ekoba ebeto so eye Asempa FM ekusi se dwumadie so ena menya eye video yemfa credit emfa ma yenkoti nsani bi ekoba ebeto so
a key because if we don't have that Christ like leader you better than your so and intimidate etu. So I wish as we count down, one of the biggest thing I had navigated here into being finding a solution is selfless leaders who will come. You can leaders. When you see president,
that's one mistake.
Because the president is just one out of the ocean. You can leaders who are potential leader, me a potential leader. It's a new because brighten that corner where you find yourself. Baby, Oshebia, and Sumbia Catao, a Sumni Betimaya, Conconsa, a Todi, it didn't say any answer, dear Almaso, if you saw any patch will be, do you know who I am? Men trim out that, men find just a Sumuno. Can you be, as I said, can you be to me, Pierre? It's important.
You should be that
light. And you should be that light.
You should be that light.
You should be that light. And a babia, a high babiano, transparency is key. Unu bibia mu find to krano oda uni challenge bia.
And for those who believe say and mostly when you start off the show on this note people are like, oh, when on my puntuni amamodi amonfanya mesemni we entronchen. But the development of every country, there is both the physical side of development and the spiritual. You cannot take the spiritual out. And it doesn't matter what you believe in. But understand, say, there is a spiritual side of development. Because amamuono enye the wuhunu we this one
me third job nipa beye for a woman Buddhist.
Okay.
They go for certain breaks within job time. How many Christians go for that break?
Yes. We don't even
How many Christians go for that break?
If there's a spiritual side of development, say you can. And that's why even if you profess to be a Christian, God rules in the affairs of men.
In the affairs of men.
In the affairs of men. It is important. God, it is also past president of the United States of America. You would find quotes attributed to them. Say, emfa religion nefa nyankopon role in America's development and why America continues to believe in God. The same for the United Kingdom and almost all the developed countries in the world. Or more believe in Christ dina or Bonsu or other beliefs. It mostly in Govaka say and Ghana and I say Africa in sorry bebre na wa China omun kwa sorry no China developers but omun kwa sorry what do they do? What do they believe?
They have a belief.
They have something they believe. It might not be a church as you go
take
to,
your time and monitor the spiritual being of the system.
There is the spiritual side development. And we have to take that aspect.
It will be the next 6 months so nyame dey dom ye no. The debia da me kan de ye nkugu de ya hwease biara edin say ye bia misrepresentation bia.
Yes.
De ebema oman no asatia konechi. Wona ebe hunhun nipa enye ne kwan so. Nyuma egu ne nasefonya. Onyame ma all the negatives enye positives. Na onti nanimu nkoso nkyere. Ade ba ko ye wiase nipa bufu na nyame bufu a. You are safe.
Yeah, you are safe.
But say onipa bufu na nyame so bufu sa ba so dia. You have nowhere. I was say we are safe way to go. Yes, so nyame bufu more my Ghana. So very important. Na emma o mind mu mpanyimfo so. Na ennam so mane mbeka addition so a ewo eye o mind. Timisrepa, don't take some of these exercise we do here for granted because it said the about health dose. Doctor say she did ye training kakra I say doctor no o treat you so when it gets to the time I feel oh sorry and I feel was they're not doctor
it was in your interest.
It was in your interest. It endure that thing now. It comes across and it's a discipline.
It's a discipline.
It's a discipline.
Yes,
it's a discipline.
30 minutes every
it's
morning.
A discipline.
You need discipline to be able to.
So endure because after endurance, no, a whole other who fasodia, Sadiana, or mine mo train the men Mamunya, was sitting them who ye uti the doctor and the car, you know, a whole other who a year as soon for sure. So on that note, a radia costo that was it. Yakase Odi Uye Yamia Bribia da. Ya sound hobo bia enye yida unim free onyame a free meresanti ya de ho ato so besi ne enimu nwase da se tie bia no uyi free ofidisonfo no de free ena wie ya de akoma ba ko kase onyame tutu ya namonsi na ma wanim tie enye kese e wo yeso ene da nyina e wo yesu dim na ya bompa.
Amen. Na anope me wo fie na me dwen some names eba me twima na me say me ba bebusa wo say what your mon kan say o mo wo hen Baba Jamal o wen
mate se oye Ghana nsia na mu ni a oko se metwade a oko Nigeria yeah mate bibisa
Baba Jamal
se askolondo na okay
yes lawyer Baba Jamal oko Nigeria
se nyame adom ye yi na fi moto so tena odi America de ko NIB no na edia ko Nigeria ko jini clients free NIB ho ko defend your mo to do na otimoto so one time a beating say NIB before some time na yejuma e ube hu na moto de hu fifiri na yi kiki
askolondo
because o kaso ne car ne kwa onya kwa ana oni sa akwanya no so de hwe ono atra o kada ibi so kikiri NIB no ojina hu nyina ase cham tene onyame through his excellency
and the name Nigeria
onko cool in the body no nyini ne o papa magana
but on ambassadors ne adedi nkoma one country omukwa manage pie Nigeria
and the onko ene emesra no say we the 45 minutes we dey me atia we as kolo no kaf no be the open we bia o eti we no me mani eti be do amesro mama ni na me mia ni na ho ma so
Nigeria we wish you well wish you and Prophet Nigel Gaizie or ho
na me so be ka kire na no da making kan na yi social media sa so obi anu na obi di o se de enti sa coach no so mo hwe ni me say
obi anu
as obi ehu no obi kika obi na say Prof, because none of the yams on your year be crowd to suffer. Me
1 week. They have in a year
and maybe you can say that Prof to take your opportunity because my who's what you come and be able to no I say oh salmon up at your change and say I did the mammy what you got because I don't know me was all tin Benz my trina or that to Nigel
no one rolling down
it's unims let me dinechi
okay
and I'm saying with the power I do but I relax it as no call Thanksgiving meetings I can't tell
but no so pass off one na e yi o manim ntem say Oh no, this is what I believe in.
Men kasakra. Ono kwa say or demonstrate.
Yeah.
Maybe make say way.
This is what I believe
he's in. Been dead. No be obompa ya. Sorry omuntu mi kan ko omu. Why there no onye bi.
I think his work.
Yeah. It's no.
Oh, person for a year, Juma Dema, John Mahama and the NDC. I think you give it to him.
It may be in the coming years, days, You be who the entire.
Or trust but if there is something, I mean, I think he should be recognized in a certain way.
Recognition
for the kind of job
I be born abaso. You're born abaso as party.
On a say abaso born there, a nyoma bebre, ahudum. So be to say a sofu penyi, general superintendent, the assemblies of God. Who's in nim dear any identity. First, now or a prisons council chair. And they call Ghana Immigration Service.
And you see the other aspect of it is that one we highly exposed.
Yes.
That privilege.
Yes.
Yes. They will have to account when there's a need.
Oh, of course.
And help people know. No, the terrain now, it's becoming extremely difficult to get people to occupy certain places. It is a opa huachi. So be too much Ghana. In as much as we be too much, so we unzo nyamini pa.
Oh yes.
And our ya manyo se.
Yes.
Nti near any manyo sem kono. Se mu nyina ma amwa me nhipua. There is coming a time which is soon.
Sure.
An kuntebu beside den.
Emre ne beso.
Nti zabre ne so a you will not be seen as a man of God. Because you have been part of the process.
The system. Okay.
So the system will treat you as such.
Okay.
So for penny be a OG appointment or Ghana weigh the options with your church authorities.
Okay.
Whether that capacity to serve Ghana is in the right direction. Now one kasano ujidi say why ready say because the kind of amanya smile Uba brao nyamimu en munyamu bibiemu kama adia ketua bi just adia ketua
bi.
Unfortunately or unfortunately munya board chairman
which is a very critical.
In Tianano as you say me in term
sure.
Said the beya when him so cry say nyamini pembino nyame wadum to go and occupy as public office bia when he be ba on so term. The one who said, when there is time for accountability, they will not come to you as Osofo. They will come to you as somebody
as a board chairman,
that public
a CEO,
completely,
a board member,
completely. When you are convinced with yourself and your family and your church people,
then you go
take up that responsibility.
My joy is that as Christians, we preach the fact that we have to enter the world. In the Paul said, we should be bright light in an increasingly corrupt world. And you call out there, say Jesus, you are the light of the world. We are expected to go in there and influence that space with the values and the principles of Christ. In the way of Sophompodia, then there is an onerous responsibility on you. So you have to do the needful. And I'm hoping and praying. Yes. And
it is not to scare.
Oh no.
What it means is that Senka ye maya ho kwan ma Muslimi for mapa.
Yes.
Emma Christo for mapa. Asuma ho de mapa na enya kwan de wura mra and some public spaces. There will be reasonable restraint in certain things.
We are supposed to go there and influence the space and shine. Yes.
Because Sebi, see enyo bi o GIS ye dia ye se onyame se onye man ne se e mane nkoso kania ne mfa nkɔhyɛ mpeduase e ho no onyame nim die nti ode ne kɔtena ho na onyire ne ho se de ye sinto bia ne mmerɛ bia no ye nka se o 100% perfect ne mo onyame ndum ne nim die na omwa no man sa akwanche no betim de kakra no
and every objective person would acknowledge say time and Reverend Steve Wendam Ecuador Prisons Council fantastic performance. On said Kwame Boateng the prisons project he did some fantastic job and fortunately with the experience we now on bit media bar Ghana Immigration Service and other software because said the call somebody like Nigel Gaizie if the qualification be allow any other position on mine be man no onko no so nkonkote and you obi na be obepe government position but as a reward to adwuma oyema party I think they should get him something and let's see how it goes.
Oh, name be all.
And the other name I babe see me treat my boss Colondo my boy Nigel Gaizie na me way. Oh, I should have written these names so but I'm a contemporary guy and yet to be asking where there was your contemporary guys be as a free system name.
That's a chief by anyway.
Hey, obi say chief by any say. Well, obi say chief by any say. You see your name the echo.
Opa say honan be opa say who dey na say echo.
Na me person who's our emphasis here. Or ya den.
Or ya NDC adwuma.
Chief by any.
Yes. Amamo true kan also why din.
Amamo true na say am dey no. Is also we come beef.
Amamo true kan say no. We je akufo ado sisa no ho. We jo mama come beef. Just baby ID.
I say Oman for na rain so sawa ne amane.
Na do kra ma woni. E no ma woni. Who come beef? Who be dey say
na do na bush for we sardine ne come beef. Yeah, I can amane ne so sawa. Eh, Amamo true ka.
Amamo true ka.
Oh, rather. Is there so Minerals Commission?
Anna lawyer they may see voter your musum na kana no pay.
Yeah. Your friend is saying, oh, chum, ye nipa ye Adawudu.
Kojoga Adawudu. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
Adawudu, I know, sir, he is now very much into private practice. In the lot of
no any private practice. No be. That's how Adawudu is about. Because baby, free baby. Now privite practice. That's not a Baba Jama. Na Baba Jama home. Na education macro no
no private practice.
Adawudu is not a private practice. It mean the idea on they do on the who be here so the change na say oh no. Yes.
And I'm saying he is concentrating a bit more on.
So he is so on the quiet power.
So your deputy minister.
Or we are money and or we come beef.
So no roads.
Yeah, it or we come beef.
Do you want to come beef I can say
okay.
You know. But I say why you I agree say why you last and so hini. Yeah, so no obi say kweku bua hen wa hin.
Say minim say omo the Minerals Commission man na.
Why?
Kweku adala busa why.
Na eyi
kweku bua
kakre samwa.
Oh, on the so ochrochro. On the head of the whole thing or church.
Ewa
NDC amanyu kunum. Or no na
so a director of communication.
Or no the chro nti enema bia no bo say
no
no hodia. No be on the no pebim. Baby otino.
Kakre samwa.
No, of course what paying the dues amana broso. The party rather needs to just appreciate Obiti say Kakre Samoa, Hudiaya, Alaji Adam, Ibrahim Adam,
yes,
Sa Alaji Bakuya Mami, Alaji Modu, Idrisu Modu.
Yes.
The party should step back and just let them feel okay because they've been there before, they've suffered for the party. It will because the Kakre Samoa command, but Kakre Samoa should be a person now, which he is. I'll be called Bia, the Ope Biano.
No, Cassie, board chairman, be cry.
Now, they make one just said the party, Woman Castle. It's like Okaja Senator to be quite away. He has always been relevant to the cause of our democracy.
Ghana gas.
I don't make us say, I tell you, to be quite away. No, we know, or the other day. Every time and big again. Was some party in your mind, Manabroso. It is what we are doing is to just also let people know that so also the party should in return appreciate or input effort.
Yeah.
It's not about contemporary president because call Alaji Hudia, call Alaji Idrisu.
That generation.
Yeah, you can't touch them. So you can't touch them generation. That's what I say. Now, but the normal guys are pre system. You know, you need to understand.
It's true.
You know, there are people who also fought the system. Say Tony Dumina in the system.
Tony no Ghana.
Oh, on the Asante na me name there, but I know say ono so na otembia ono so enenam direction.
Obi say Chief Bine was on Peace FM last week. That's call Kokro show this last week. Meaning say na oman eyi
Yamina na.
Yamina so muso so okoye fu.
On okachire omuso okoye fu. Okachiro mo. So okoye fu me boa. Ya mi so be ye fu. Send a phone you be. Minimum. Why ye fu nyenne. I say sticker also sticker kaso okoye fu. Sika ye a fu nkawanda 1 and 2. And then so I say until ya mi so be ye fu a. And ya man more input so until find a mechanized farm. So I say
and Solomon Nkansa se unim.
Hey, achiwade.
Aden.
Edi anu no. Eh, ti say obeka ti say obeka bisanko
Solomon Nkansa.
Achiwade.
Emma hwan.
My to achiwade edi was all that. Misro there be. No. And said that yes sir.
Solomon Nkansa.
Ya what is jawe?
No, nkofo ya adwuma NDC.
Ya what in jawe?
Oh, me maintain nkande.
Di yanko anim. So for ya what in jawe Kwabena do for na the share breast saya. Solomon Nkansa there. And ono ba na obutu ase o. Oyi ni tikram pie.
Oh,
if there is anything like almost reconcile there, considerations can be given to all the people.
Solomon Nkansa bra Western region.
And Solomon Nkansa the first year because okoye Solomon Nkansa bu ho na fi message ni ba awo yim ye ka ho. So Solomon Nkansa no hu ne ka na obeka say oditu galam say awiabopa o. Lankusa amoamo say time. Anunkoa na konjon piachia. Lankusa e kwa na to achia. So ti baby obutu bi ono no. Ono share channel. Obi show quick ones na. Afi yenko mono. Ana o ka wodi bi a o share suma na.
Obi the TT Kateno. So ni TT Kateno.
TT
Kateno. Oh, NDC ni boy sofo Archbishop Duncan Williams sorry ho. Oh, Labodwe say white.
Overly
nice
or exposed.
Oh yeah, I mean tough guy.
Oh, say
TT Kateno.
Obi to 24-hour prayer team no. Just to ensure say omobe bompaye. You see if Bibi Wawa Ghana man pay also here constantly praying for him. Prayer is the deal. It will not be my head of that prayer no 24-hour prayer session for our president, the vice, and the entire team for God to grant them wisdom and insight as to how to manage the affairs of this country.
TT Kateno.
TT Kateno. It will be my head of 24-hour prayer team. I be buanu o kwanso kusokra.
Na unipa Samuel Sapon we.
Samuel Sapon. Ono kra so hu say o coordinate o coordinate you say oye liaison so oye in fact ono zo biri me so ba I say oye
onemu onimu
I say o call ba you know ono so no undercover it is ono so no ultimate kan say bia say akeke Samuel Sapon as a woman years also but a useful tool or he's being used in court in this current administration but maybe will play a certain role be out there so I say for people to
same for Anita de Suso ne
Sipayanki so no problem Sipayanki if you want to say akoda board be as Anita de Suso these are core guys the party have no choice be they have no choice than to really place them well or let them feel good. And Anita de Soso, the why Ghana IBD? Anita de Soso. No, but how do you leave him out? It's not possible. It's a mark of only grateful to what she has done. Anita de Soso. Baby, a member crying to me kono. Onu oko hokudi. Eko kan ensempa NDC ensempa.
Anita de Soso.
I'm telling you, it's a party cannot.
Na wehu a video no.
Why?
Louisa Bissiw Hannah video na.
Oh,
now, what doctor say Chuck Norris now?
Well, doctor, Dedikai Obi.
Who was our video no?
So over here, twice this year, dear.
And video, me who me MC.
The me person me Kenya say citizen arrest. Yadanasi. But the risk involved in all exercise. As I'm too much for the cameras. In our quest to fight this illegality, and I grow the service. Now there's somebody at home to cry say. Chief executive ne ehye bulletproof aposi fu edi eche nyina no obi ade bonenam na ejita na wo be de kwa no afata afro no matumika unim de samani areho de mani areho bi mu se sa call ho chiro mu nyina hefo no na o chiro mu no
that's a China food.
What is the position of the party in terms of China?
Yeah, beside your
it was too risky for her. to indulge in such a thing. Because say one careful. Obi asem si yanka Ghana na asem abeto so no. Asena na bushia for the subo kese abebo nyina. Because enye bia requires skills we no know. If there was any counter from these people like this guy as a year can say terrorist.
Yes.
Maybe he didn't understand what she was doing. And you forgot a funnel. Because you put even the camera people at risk. When you go unprepared like that, Uncle Busa Erastus, these people, what they are capable of. And I'm surprised that the intelligence people around him, security for us in Intel, no, they couldn't give such insights and pointers.
Yeah, but I think it was too dangerous.
So what I say, because when they're for fun, when you that kind of
I don't think say or no and say the magnitude of the problem we are confronted with. And demonstration
I was
a serious issue.
And the police officer who shape vest or no shape vest. It
was a serious
Is this a way to fight galamsey?
No, there was this other video and I say,
wow, how?
I'm like, what kind of
how? And I make and then Obia, the Adibiano, Yamper is also a social media for the optics.
Content creation.
It's Mamo risky such a revered person. Sana Mamo risking on the life because a property of the state,
and we need her in the minerals development fund. It's a critical position because the budget are control to do development projects. She should concentrate.
Optics. Am I intimate results?
The video in the credit to Sika official for this. For
the cameras. The actual results that. No, be a sector minister. Say there are a lot of tax force almost in the name of fighting illegal mining. The MPPA be now Kofa secretariat by the same has been applied.
Secretariat
because who I say tax force national security who tax force national security
all over the
place. So I'm happy that there's going to be coordination from one central point with proper identification.
Yes.
So at Intimisremo, say one Kasawa bind Dr. Louisa. I describe these people as terrorists.
Yeah, it's not.
Go and check who a terrorist and look at the approacher.
Erastus released another video. Gunshots by two and boys. It's no joke.
It's not easy.
This.
So
serious
and even I'm worried because you see the chief, the inspector general of police, our post for site. Their preparedness is key. Because a chief executive, Abon Hobay, na yen bambo phone inano, ye busa ni adinam dia. What does it mean? And of course, I expose you a lot of things in our quest to fight this illegality. Mister, you might think you are doing citizens arrest or whatever, but you are risking unnecessarily because the end product one you're careful and when you near one of the reasons the corona bit must stop illegality and then one it doesn't come close to even a solution to the challenge we have and that's why I make us say on sorry nipa what brand at that jacotinano now by the say sanko fukoni inano ye domu inabesa ko back
to our country.
What has she done? It was just too much of a risk to be taken. Just too much of a risk to be taken.
Look at this, Charlie.
So,
some way.
Maybe I buy a person or illegality now, Mister. On put in measures are quite reliable, and it's becoming so obvious. Say, I buy a call strategy. Names abomusu because it's a abomusu because when you are in opposition, you talk big. When you come, you talk less because you can't solve the problem.
Issues are different.
Yeah, very different.
Charlie?
Very different. Because what the NDC really said in opposition in their quest to fight galamsey. The other idea as you can say, excavators are bam at traport, no, a Google port in Montini, baby, and for baby, port in Moya.
They say I'm a moon from PM.
And then say Moya. And I say, as I be go up on tin, I choke baby.
Excavators.
Normally, baby, and I say, Bibia, ye beer or my room. None of them, I mean, repeat more. Yeah, that I won't. Bibia, ye beer or mine, most of my crab, and a muguso crab, and a bigusu, and then in a year, a bisusa air crab. and a good pot on a good baby. So you're asking yourself,
Oman for no any free swap. Yes. Now you're telling now
no Jibril but na catch say opeso twin party no Jabari.
Yeah.
Opeso twin party na dini see and never be a cost for MPPA a mad pressure about so. What the 200 excavators you so essay over 200 iguana and shoe brown up and pay. This same approach happened under the previous administration, where as we speak now, no, opposed for born by what third gate, our Shalibutri, tractors in our winner chance, tractors is opposed for born by the parts in the baby crown and say anyhow. So if we don't depoliticize this conversation and go after the people we all know, they live with us, they eat with us, they drink with us, and we pretend that we are solving the problem of fighting an illegality. Even with the NDC's promise of making sure that they will revoke that portion of that. Now they have amended it rather than revocation.
Revoking the entire Yes.
Even a revocation about an amendment. So how do we solve that problem? What it means if you subject it to critical interpretation, no personal inferences. What it means therefore is that who be a kwambia to her. So the problems of this country, no. And no Namakwa young money. Our describe a casa baby as a talking toys. Every blessed day that guy could say,
guy, no.
Or a serious guy, a sheriff, a black sheriff, is it whatever?
Black sheriff.
Massa. Or yet the opposite of Ukrum in a friend saying,
as a woman,
I'm telling you wisdom. You listen to the lyrics.
No, black sheriff no
talking toys. And no quite attractive mami tie jom no. But tie nyoma okay about industry players. Make me bigger binim industry players by the Ghana for Obi akasa.
So Obi any Omanhene Asante omwanu asi. Abusia yemeni no kwaridi. Lawyer Morris Sampa so Eddie Simbia to da Ochiremua. Then says Ombakaya and Chair and a suspended Chief Justice, Madame Gertrude Anaba Araba Seki Tokonu. Ebe press conference. Na press conference ni na se. Sebia Bruce Benyado, Amisen Kofobi Titi and Fa Hudie so since a year John Mahama and petition biso a suspended no. In fact, a copy Council of Elders and Momo, Ayedin, Ebu Assembly Tiano, and I know now so no suspended. Na a 5-member committee bitinase, our mono mo hesimu, na no, or the injunction air toso, echo wim Supreme Court, my Supreme Court, unanimously no, or my de mobo in semno to go ye. Na ene Supreme Court, I think so more directing call High Court, what you say. Now when a lawyer more sample casa mameno. She need to be heard. In fact, also, Bibi Nkoye into NDC for Mabona Branny soon. Munja is a more Saint Jojo no. Adiachan de sing, Mo Yen say, Pusimamina is a muso on Cassa. We lawyer more sample and or Cassa Wanyamia. And also young court name Kuti, Lawyer Morris Ampao. I will wound to me TV. And Brano saying the program our yen will home every Sunday and Riviano. San same way in there. Ono so okafa ho yakoba yebeto so
matifu ase semenya botre ama metuma ton me program kakra na for the main starting ejumedi no yema metoko no justice toko no suspended chief justice aba be din komo na nkomo be die no utumi se bibia ahye mame no so Wabubu ni bushna for na do for the lawyers and omo wono ho adwempa oye border consultation before oba out obey a press conference, and this press conference he released issues of Kwaya Faswa ye namport so pese yi defi ekunya so na Kwaya Faswa ye man of kwan ma on kanasem. The right to fair hearing has been breached by us towards honor at the Supreme Court. and the way I am more treating at venue EDBT Nasem. And if you so issues are all go through in terms of threats and harm to the person, say one resign. These are matters I'll be discussing here. Now let's look at the legalities of it. Now the Edikai, that's Madam Tokunu has a right to speak and to the public, to appeal to the public, and to also to address the media at the press conference. The answer is yes, and it is yes, and yes, and the reason is that it's rooted in the 1992 Constitution. Mumaye who say under Article 1 of the 1992 Constitution, the supremacy of the Constitution, 1 clause 1, or say sovereignty of the Republic of Ghana resides in the people. They say Oba Ghana ha omo tumi papa tumi ankasa kasa eyo modiano eye menewo the people and the government and the president and the executive and the judiciary and any institution anybody is the people. People's power, people matters, is the people. It's to me according kakabensem ni ahye timafonsa. Inti constitution the people's constitution. Ayeji the 1992 mono. Sovereignty any president mama. Sovereignty doesn't lie in parliament. Sovereignty doesn't lie in the judiciary. And nobody owns sovereignty, is the people. If the people own sovereignty, over Article 125 of the Constitution, when it comes to the judiciary, Article 125 would say, justice emanates from the people, and it shall be administered on their behalf by the judiciary. Meaning, in Trentini, Timafordia is the people's. Justice is for the people. People's property. Intentini ye many would yendia. Obi biya again in Ibia no intentini ye dia. Intentini ye mama dia. Nenye NDC dia, NMPP dia. Nenye members of parliament dia. Nenye judges dia. Nenye obi biya ro memu no intentini ni ye many wo. We own justice. So if justice emanates from us, Judicial no only trustee. Almost just so who the hell do they think they are? They are nobody but our servants. And let me tell my dear. Judges are from the Chief Justice to the person below. Obi our judiciary be stakeholders in trustees. We are servants of the people. My Lord, I don't think that you are my Lord. It's respect. If you're a judge, your honor, don't think that you respect. If you're a judge, your leadership, respect. The title we give to our judges is to clothe them with that respect and honor, dignity, so that they can discharge their duty. But they owe it to us. We decide. So, if the Chief Justice under the Constitution is having issues with the judiciary or issues with the president or issues with parliament or issues with the media or issues with anti-Tokonu elements in Ghana, who do you think you appeal to? It's the people. Let me check my law. It is the people. It is not the court. The court doesn't have sovereignty. The court is not master of its own. It's a master of its own. It's master of its rules. Court, no constitution. Law only say this. Every institution is subject to the constitution, and the constitution has given sovereignty to the people of Ghana. and the people owns the judiciary. So if you have a chief justice who is a trustee, the judiciary share nsa. So on so na aban fufura aba na omotete no na odi nani na oyere kayakade na ohurahura no na o person yi ni fi ho. The structures, the system, everything shows say it's premeditated. It's an agenda. Now, any NDC said it in their campaign, and that we will remove you, we will reset, remove you. And they are fulfilling campaign promise by resetting and removing her. And not alone. I said, everybody who is aligned to this resetting agenda is talking about Tokoni going. And you know, if Tokoni is going, and Mama, the president, because of 2 million money for 4 years, you know, he has what we call state capture. He has captured the executive because he's the commander in chief. He does all the appointment. Every executive is under the control of the president. Through about 2 years, you know, we capture parliament. Now, through the powers vested in him under Article 146, no, we capture the judiciary by removing the head. He has done a coup. He has removed the head. So now the judiciary was in same. Mama is now having the judiciary in his hands. And he's doing what he wants to do with the judiciary. So if the leader, who call Kwanuna, ya capture leader now, and then Kwano, and you know, the moment the chief justice was removed from office, Mama have entered the judiciary, removed the strong person from the judiciary. Everybody that follows, who dare you challenge Mama this time? He's the supremo. And all the judges in the judiciary, you know, is scared of Mama because say if the chief justice is being removed, who dare you? A member of the Supreme Court judge, a court of appeal judge, a high court judge, a circuit court judge, a magistrate court judge, they can remove you at it. So Mama has placed a serious embargo on the judiciary. You got to toe his line or you will go. So if the chief justice, Lord, they say, he who is down fear no fall. The woman have seen that they are sacking her. Who does he run to? His enemies? Does the woman have to run to Mama, who is sacking her, or go to the police, who is an executive? So they say, Adena, you're threatening no one call report. Look at Seduketia. Say you're threatening no call report. Don't call report to the police. Now police never report. If Jesus goes to report to the police answer to the president too. The Minister of Interior, police for action aseno. The IGP now, I help point to know who call Jesus go report to say, yeah, baby, I say please speak to my boss. My boss is the Minister of Interior. My Minister of Interior also account to the president at cabinet. Mama Tokuno should have gone to the police station and report of threat. Do you know the number of threats we have in our life? Do you think that every threat that is reported? It's not every threat that you report to. Make I very well when I said during the campaign that when Mama wins, I'll leave to Togo. Do you know the threats that came into my life? I went through. NDC were sending me threatening message. They were threatening to kidnap my children, my wife, Loyampao, Togo. Did you see me complaining? Did you see me going to the police station? I laughed through the threats because I saw that it's an empty threat. Or if the threat will be carried out, the God that I serve will protect me, and my own personal security must be put in place and ensure my safety. I can't put my life into the hands of the police nor into the hands of anybody. It's in my hands. So all the threat that I received, I kept quiet until those who were threatening me realized that the law is not on their side. I meant no harm. I kept my calm and I stay in Ghana. So why do you expect the Chief Justice to go and do report to who? The Chief Justice Wapim. The judiciary as it stands, with the current structure of the Supreme Court, where he goes and everything is and dismiss. It is like the same thing that happened in MPP time. Almost say, oh, it is unanimous FC. So what happened in MPP time was say, oh, unanimous FC. Any case we will be 7-0 no. It's happy now that the current Supreme Court has special panel. They always are there, and they have decided say anything that Tokunu will bring will be dismissed, and the panel members is known. There are people who they will not empanel, but those who the panel have decided already. So the woman have realized that Wapim. And under the Constitution, he can only appeal to the people. So for her to come and speak, she did that constitutionally. He appealed to the sovereign people of Ghana and exercised his right to freedom of speech. And appealed to the people who owns justice. That's the people. And Article 125. He came to tell them that, listen to me, I'm going through crisis. And this crisis is politically motivated. The system accepts the motion and being removed. But I would want the people of Ghana to know what is happening. He cannot die in silence. Tokonu wants to be heard. It's like you give an opportunity to be heard. So Tokonu is saying that, look, I am being removed, but I want the people to know. Then the element who don't like Tokonu are talking kwasialo. And why media? Why is he doing media? And then why is he speaking to the media? He is speaking to the people. He's speaking to the people who owns the judiciary. He's speaking to the people who own sovereignty. So that we, the people of Ghana, will make a decision. So the court of public opinion and the people is constitutional. Grounded. Until the constitution, we don't read the constitution by the letter. Say, who read the constitution? You read it by the spirit. By the spirit of the constitution, when you go to court and you don't get justice, speak to the people. 2024, Homono Bra, you can't remember, Bra. The parliament issue came before the Supreme Court. Abangbagbe and the MPP, NDC, elements, what did they do? Led by former Chief Justice Atukuba, came out. While the matter was in court, they were lambasting the Supreme Court judges. They did media trial. They did public opinion trial. They discussed the cases on air. TV3 every day. Atukuba was there. And the man can say, a media trial. Mama and Co. during Nanado era, they came out publicly to lambast the judiciary, to expose the judiciary to public ridicule, hatred, and contempt, to say that the judiciary is 7-0, the judiciary is Nanado, and Nanado is the judiciary. You were doing this thing in public. The hypocrisy of it. And I talk about the Kasa idea. Only dear, you should shut up. She will not. A right to speak and express her feelings and opinion is guaranteed by the same constitution. Do you want the woman to be depressed? Do you know the value of freedom of speech? So be it now, Kasa. It takes the heat out of you. It takes the depression out of you. What the woman is going through is not easy. For you to be a lawyer for so many years, be a judge for almost getting to 28 years to 30 years. The honor that, say, you left to from circuit to court, a high court, to court appeal, to Supreme Court. Now, your honor will set up honor. Not less than 1 year. You thought you were doing your job, and only for a new government to come and to dishonor you, to bring everything down. Do you think it is easy? Those people who are not seeing what Tokonu is going through, your time will come. There will come a time where you also go through similar things. And you see, who did not go through the end publicly? You don't know, but you go through silently. Because it is you. Say, political power. Imagine say mama way. Now all of a sudden you coup. Now just to me finish him. Do you know what you go through? It's not easy, my brother, my sister, to be stripped of your judicial power. Madam Tokonu is going through a lot. The family, and if you will not sympathize with her, normal 122 one year demonstration, just holding a press conference to ventilate, and now it's worrying. No, he's being lambasted, he's being attacked as if he should keep quiet and die in silence. All those lawyers now, Ghana, majority of Tokonu because you don't like her. It's fine. You can decide not to like her. And all those who are talking because it is Tokonu, your time will come. So, in law, Tokonu has not violated any law. He has expressed his right to freedom of speech, to address the people of Ghana. He has spoken to the people who sovereignty belongs to. He has also spoken to the people who own judicial power. We are the owners of judicial power. It's not Mahama. Now, what is the accusations? Said NPP for at the time they are appointing judges that are familiar to them. But the same thing, Mama too is appointing judges that are familiar. The current appointment of 7 chief judges, when you say 2 of them, we will also say that they were rewarded for the role they played in a two-forcing case. Justice Aka Boafo and Justice Bensa. These 2 judges, on appeal, freed a two-forcing in that famous case of appeal. Two-forcing, the Republic was a two-forcing case in the court appeal. No? Justice Aka Boafo. And then Nana Mama appointed to the Supreme Court. And Justice Bright Mensa. These 2 judges voted to free at forcing against one lady judge. And when in opposition, the Omoye case Omoye 2-1, na at forcing, opposition leader was freed. Now, just less than 1 year, why appointed the 2 judges to the Supreme Court? Are you not also rewarding them? Are you not seeing what I'm seeing? But 2 judges are who ruled to free Atuforsen has been honored and picked and promoted to the Supreme Court. And the Ghanaians is normal. When it comes to Muhammad, it is normal. Say judges are Omutra case is so on appeal. No more rule 2-1 in favor of Atuforsen. And now Atuforsen are free from the ambulance trial. Quickly, among the 7 judges, only 2 lifted back to the Supreme Court. Everybody's quiet. Wrong with it. Oh, a resetting. A normal. You see, we don't want to go there. You see, when people are appointed and we begin to have this insinuation, and another nipa mama so to the nipa instead of what? It's the same thing. One another did, Mama too is doing the same. And why should we begin to create an impression as if Mama is doing a resetting? He's not doing a resetting. He's doing equalization. attacking the judiciary with his own people, putting fear in the judges. That is why the judiciary is no more the judiciary we know. The court, Asei, Boli, and my fear is that Justice Tokonu will not leave. That woman is a warrior. When I look at her, critically, or a fancy warrior, if you win it, na fancy for win the for no, she will fight to her last breath. And even when she's removed, she will still fight. And you see, when you remove a sensitive person, like the Chief Justice, do know the confidential information she carries and the things she can do with the utterance. When this woman goes to BBC to grant interview, the things she will say there and the perception, and that woman will not keep quiet. Whether suspended or removed, she will be part of the system. Like the way Ajay Satuba ever retirement, he can throw bombs. This woman too start throwing bombs. That is what you want. Mama is weakening his own one arm. You see, he has forgotten. Mama in opposition tried to weaken the judiciary. Judges, MPP for judges, Nanado judges, bias. They are not good. We don't trust them. So many way of killing cat. Destroy the judiciary. Now we win power. That judiciary that is already gone. You are now coming to reset what? Forgotten. Say, the reset will be difficult to reset. Because see, within the judiciary, no, there's divisions. See, no, the judiciary have been politicized, whether you like it or not. MPP judges versus NDC judges, right from the Supreme Court to that. And then MPP will also wait 2028 will come and do the same. Now, everybody say, oh, it's better say when you leave office with your speaker and then your chief justice. Because any attempt say you be able to move Tokonu and then change the law or the constitution or change the law, say, oh, now and nobody can do it. It will be reversed. There is no law that cannot be amended. So nobody should try and say that, oh, we are going to amend Article 146 and it will not happen. Because you need referendum. And referendum, MPP people will do the payback. So it will be payback. You do me, I do you, do me, I do you, do me. Every time and then there will not be judiciary. Oh, my now, boy. Once they say, I'm not for lose confidence in the judiciary. Asemba, tokwa, ube tumi anwa bonasum na wiso bonasum. Nefede no kokpo, nefede na bosumso, ne na traditional, nefede na media, na court no. Or come the be lawyers. Na judges no, your security of tenure is already gone. So say how you don't know your fate. Who comes to power and who will remove you or who will suspend you. Nobody respect any judge. No people go to court. Judges, if chief justice can be removed based on mere petition, then people will start writing petitions anytime there's a change of government. And now we judge or you transfer me case, you know, and I judge or the assembly tiame. So we will keep on removing judges based on frivolous petitions. Ba?
Abusiafo lawyer Morris Ampa will be a any kwansi funny serious ukrum ha se won beka ya prior to 2024 elections in lawyer Morris Ampa ebe ukrum ha ebetena Ghana television won't me TV so catch Ghana for you na se ono o sini pefe o kind of points black and white actually Ghana ni bia se John Mahama every ni election na obeko Togo abusiafo you say how far now the better now se kan ya ne se a political talk obi atimi ka de ope etimi since then no lawyer mo example ni se mbi obeka bia me hunu se mungu me hunu se sabi ono nso he need to be heard, he need to be Amo opeso omo tin nanum kasa keke, but o make any sense. Who ye lawyer and you know say get to tokonu suspension ya ekoso any ade bia ekoso bia no eyembra na omo deal with. This is not the interest of the president, neither interest of any political party or any citizen. Na mum eyembra no na edi maame no na mbra no work on her. So how can a lawyer sit on television and make such uneducated, such just say, I don't want to use word numbers else people would think I am insulting him. But I am here, say educated man like Lam or Sample, and not just educated. He is a lawyer. He has been a practitioner, meaning so a practitioner, so just a lawyer kicking identity because me who say what the case be. It will be one thing can say we and say we remember, but you don't want to. Abide by it. We remember. I don't want to abide by it. A team blind or Sample, dear. Ghana for Mamma Fanny serious or Mancas Waka, said Senny Buonma a political talk. So the binya political scores, a diama political party, and as a political game with selfish interest be a momo casasa. But say Becca a dear teacher of my dear, and yen into two Ramo sample and some okay. Quick, young room, uncle lawyer, mammy, and Louisa Bissiw. The citizen arrest on Chinese. You see, Adeba Kwame made manifе. Enema mienu pe. Men campi NDC nsembibri. But enema mienu pe. Anase enema miensa pe ena memeka achire NDC for. Sa enema no omo ano mo kan omo campaign message mo. And eda honum kakra aga na ni bi anim o hwe omo. Sa toy bi o Facebook no. Abo bi no mo dey no. This is MPP3 campaign messages, watching them, knowing they can't fulfill it. Where your Facebook trend be no abo bi na say adu say den no be at me so me ka bi NDC 3 campaign messages, watching them, knowing they can't fulfill it. Media me yanka so mo fulfill you by mechanic keke. Baako galamsey fight. Galamsey fight, the approach NDC for taking very bad. These people call on ex-president Anado, say he should declare state of emergency. Momaba, again nekoso. Okay, second, LGBT what kill. LGBT kill plus. Sam George. Oh, okay. Me catch them. Manya di papa bi amfa ho. Especially Embranti bi no mo free South Africa. Omo nse hunu omo nse mfu omo ense hunu omo di from krom betna Ghana ye Independence Square edi ye no. I'm saying it's NDC for manyi bibi amfa ho. Ebe cost them in the next election. Maka. Last one, ORA, Operation Recover All. Some kind, at Ghana for us more. They so, because a bobby soon was to say, at Ghana for some ORA, no, Simo Bambe recover all looted money from a Kufado's government. It's mobile young so much back crowd. And one say a Gihok, see way. Kofi Juma matise na no pe o ma peke no tendron so we mo mane nkoye se ya peke no ye gya no ye toto na no we say prosecution mo nwran na ye gya no ndambo no wadidi ai peke. You see, and this for nsem mense ya maboso major issues I say o man no anti LGBT bill no monya in 10th parliament mo fa nkoto no yewra John on sign in so be sign any galamsey state of emergency so mun declare and the may hu solutions amobe ya found. And the last one is what? Operation Recover All Loot. Min Kasabio, Medimanuesi, Yankopon Shaw. Hanum A, your number one authentic platform. Negative. Make sure also be like, no, share, no, subscribe to the channel for latest updates.